As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows on the city streets, a rideshare driver named Mia pulled to the side, staring at her earnings report for the week. The numbers sighed back at her, a stark reminder of the unpredictability that threaded her daily life. She thought about the nights spent hustling across town, from one passenger to another, each ride promising potential, yet often delivering disappointment. "Is this really worth it?" she muttered under her breath, grappling with the fleeting freedom that her gig work had initially promised. A part of her loved the thrill of not being tethered to a desk, but another part craved the stability and community of a traditional job. As she took a deep breath, a notification chimed from her phone, signaling a new ride request. Despite her inner turmoil, she tapped to accept, driven by the urgency of the moment. A familiar dance she found herself in night after night. Mia navigated through the bustling streets, her mind swirling with thoughts as the GPS directed her. With every traffic light, she weighed the advantages of her gig, the ability to choose her own hours, the thrill of the open road, but those benefits felt overshadowed by the anxiety of making ends meet. She flicked a glance at the passengers in her back seat, each enmeshed in their digital worlds, unaware of the silent struggles of their driver. "They probably don't realize it's just me out here," she thought, a wave of loneliness washing over her. What once felt empowering had begun to morph into a solitary grind, leaving her questioning the true cost of her independence. Caught in this cycle, she spotted a familiar diner, a place she often frequented for a break, or rather, a reminder of a life less frenetic, where she didn't have to hustle. As she approached her passenger's drop-off location, a sense of urgency mixed with longing flickered within her, steering her back towards a path lined with choices, but overshadowed by uncertainty. The passenger thanked Mia as they exited the car, wrapping her in fleeting recognition of the connections she yearned for. As the door slammed shut, the emptiness crept back in. With a resigned sigh, Mia leaned back in her seat, glancing at the diner one last time before pulling away, the neon lights offering an enticing yet distant promise of camaraderie. She opened the rideshare app again, her heart heavy with the weight of another decision. Which direction to go next? The streets that once felt like freedom now seemed to close in around her. Navigating her choices was akin to steering through a maze, each ride a new twist, but always leading her back to the same question. Was she truly free, or merely trapped in an endless cycle of obligations? With her pulse quickening, she accepted another ride request, surrendering once more to the unpredictability that dictated her nights. As Mia drove through the city, her thoughts spiraled around the concept of success, blurring the lines between personal goals and societal pressures. She couldn't shake the feeling that every decision she made was scrutinized, both by herself and the world around her. The weight of expectation loomed large. Deeper inside, she yearned for validation that stretched beyond mere monetary gain. She wanted to feel fulfilled, appreciated, and part of something larger. Each beep of the app felt like a ticking clock, racing her against an invisible deadline. "Am I even on the right path?" she asked herself, grappling with the truth that her choices affected not only her, but the countless others navigating the same uncertain waters. Mia steered her car around a corner, the neon lights blurring together like her jumbled thoughts. The familiar streets of the city began to feel foreign as they twisted into uncharted territory. She couldn't help but reflect on her fellow gig workers, each chasing their own version of freedom, yet often finding themselves in similarly precarious situations. At that moment, she realized they were all part of a collective struggle, interconnected and isolated all at once, searching for balance in their relentless pursuit of autonomy yet tethered to the burdens it sometimes imposed. As she pulled up to the next drop-off point, a familiar knot of anxiety tightened in her stomach. "Another ride," she whispered to herself, masking the fatigue that clung to her. Yet, within that knot, a flicker of hope remained, reminding her that despite the chaos, the journey was uniquely her own, a testament to resilience amid uncertainty.